everyone. I just wanted to quickly show some items that I was able to find at a craft store here in Ecuador called Juan Marcet. It's kind of a cross between a craft store and a office supply store. I haven't really found anything that's truly all crafting, but this is probably the largest crafting type of chain that they have here in Ecuador. So they have a lot of things for mixed media and painting. They have a lot of painting artists here that will paint on the weekends, on the street corners, or in the famous parks. So it is nice that I can find those items. The problem is I left most of my mixed media items in the States, so I'm having to kind of cringe at the pricing here, but desperate times call for desperate measures. So I just thought I'd give you some examples. I did bring my Prismacolor colored pencils with me, so I do plan to do some printing and coloring, cutting those out and putting them in my journal. So I was looking for something. I love blending my colored pencils, the Prismacolor pencils, not just like Crayola, with odorless mineral spirits. So they do carry that here. This little bottle right here was $11.87 plus tax. The tax here is 14%. So, but the nice thing with mineral spirits is that it lasts a really long time. You barely need any when you're working with it. So I went ahead and picked up that. And then to sharpen my pencils, I found this Faber-Castell pencil sharpener. The reason why I wanted this one is because I can sharpen this in here if I wanted to. There's other ways to clean this off, like with a emery board or nail file that's probably a little more gentle on it. So I'll probably try that at first. But if it needs a real good cleaning and sharpening of a point, I can stick it in here. But also it's good for the colored pencils and regular pencils. This one here retails for $5.27. So that was this one. This one almost made me cry. This is the only, what do you call, paper smudging pencil that they have here. And this one thing, including tax, was $4.41. I think in the States they're about $1.50. And then of course you can also get the big packages off of Amazon. You can get like 9 of them or something like that for $5 or $6. So that was a little depressing. So I know I'm going to have to stock up on these the next time we go back. The washi tape was really cute. It has little bottles, and I love the little ink bottle. I'm not sure if you can see that very well with the lighting I have today. It's a little cloudy today, and I don't have my light here with me. Hopefully I can bring that back with me next time as well. So this one was about the same as US pricing if you bought an individual roll of washi. This was $2.31. This is imported from China. I'm hoping China has a big presence here, although that's a Japanese character there, so that's interesting. China has a very big presence here, and I'm hoping that they'll continue to bring more products, because here, about the most creative pen I have seen in most stores looks like this. Something we would typically find at Walmart or Target. They don't really have all the cute stuff, and I know China does. So hopefully China will be able to bring it in soon. This was an experiment. This is called grease-proof paper. I was actually looking for tissue paper, which they have that, but this was actually in the art section. So this, I think what I'm going to use this for instead is to put in between my mixed media pages if I'm afraid that they're sticking together. The humidity here runs around 80 to 90%. So there is a possibility that some of my mixed media pages will want to cling together. So I might use this as like a wax paper to put between my pages in my mixed media journal so that I don't end up with things all stuck together. So this package here, it was thicker. I've actually printed quite a bit using this. This was $2.37. They also carry a craft paper. I haven't used any of this yet. Yeah, this is the craft paper. It's about the same weight as the Midori Traveler's Notebook craft paper. And this was $1.09. So that was really reasonable, and I got a whole bunch for that. Again, I thought I'd throw this into a mixed media journal that I'll show later on another video. Thought I would try some mixed media on these canvas panels. So this is a 9 by 12, and here, including the tax, is $1.27. Now that's one thing that is nice about most of the stores here. When you go through the store, they've already factored in the 14% tax. So as you're going down the aisles and looking at prices, you're not sticker shocked when you get to checkout of trying to calculate 14% in your head. So they already put that on there, so that was really nice. So this one's $1.97, that's a 9 by 12. And then this is a larger one, A3 size, which is 420 millimeters by 297 millimeters. Not sure what that is in inches, but this one was $3.55. Another thing I was really happy to find were individual alcohol pads. I like to keep baby wipes, but the brands here dry up very, very fast. So I had bought one of those little plastic packages of baby wipes like we usually get in the States, but within a week it had already dried out even though I closed the package. So I was really happy to find these because they are individually wrapped and I can just use them as I want to. Now this was at the pharmacy, so I don't have that receipt with me. I don't remember how much this one was, but happy find. Well, I didn't make it back to the One Marset. Instead, I had heard of an area in Kumbaya. It's actually one shopping center, kind of like a mall, but it's not as big as a mall in the States. But it has a whole bunch of little shops. They're anywhere from 10 by 10 to 10 by 15. And then there's a major grocery store there called Supermaxi. That's where a lot of the foreigners shop for their meat and their food. It's set up a lot like a store, say like Walmart in the United States. So anyway, in this shopping center, there's a whole bunch of little stores and they all sell something very specific. So for example, I went to a paint store and it was very tiny. It's only about 10 by 10. It's called Sabandra in Kumbaya. And they specialize in Winsor & Newton products, which is a very good paint company, quality paint company, and they're known for their watercolors in particular. They also sell one other brand there. I don't remember the name of it right now. I'll have to look it up next time I go. But very good quality products. So I did not bring any matte medium with me because it's so heavy and so much liquid. I was afraid it might bust in the airplane. And just this kind of liquid added too much weight to our luggage because we were moving here, so there were so many other things we needed to bring. So this particular one at that store was about $17. So it was a little hard to swallow, but it's a very good quality. I've already tried it out and it works amazing. So I have no regrets in getting this one. They also carried the watercolors, so we're going back next week because my daughter wants to pick up a watercolor palette there for herself. So that's what I got at that one store. And they carry all the brushes and canvases and all of that. The other store that I went to was a papereria. It's a stationery store, and they really vary here. Some of them will have a lot of items, and others have, it looks more like an Office Depot or Office Max. But this one was very good. They had several crafting items. So my priority was I needed to get tissue paper. because I'm liking printing on these. I really like the Jane Davenport look right now, so these are a lot of those colors that are going on with the Jane Davenport mixed media collages. So I can print on these and put them in my mixed media journal. These were 51 cents per package. I'm not sure how many sheets are in each one. I'm gonna guess anywhere from 3 to 5 sheets per package. Then they also carried in the children's section, they had this set of oil pastels. And I don't have anything that's specifically labeled oil pastels, although these typically work very similar to gelatos. However, they tend to be more pigmented. Now, since this is a crafting set for kids, I'm not quite sure the quality of this one until I try them out. So, but I'm just using it in my mixed media journal, so I figured it didn't have to be anything too professional. These were only $3.26, so that was for the set of 12. I did not pack any pencils. I only have mechanical pencils, and that doesn't work well when I'm trying to sketch something out. So I finally got myself a real pencil. So that was like 40 cents, and I think this was about $1. These are those microliner pens, kind of like microns that we have in the States, but this brand is called Symbolion. I guess they like the Disney movie, I don't know. But it is it's advertised as a waterproof pigment ink. I've tried it out, it seems to work pretty good. So I got this one. They have all different sizes, from the very small, skinny ones. I think 0.7 was the widest that I saw. Then they had these acrylic paints. These same paints I saw at Juan Marcet, but I think they were around $3 there. Here at this little bitty stationery store, they were only $1.23 each. So I went ahead and picked up a basic staple of black, and then I got the primary colors so that I could, there they are, so that I could mix them to make more colors. I need to go back and get the white. I have white gesso, but I don't think it will give me the lightness consistency that I'm looking for. We'll see. I'll try that out first. And then I also picked up the magenta and the aquamarine. So those were a really good find for only $1.23 each. And now I kind of have a basic staple of acrylic paints that I can throw into my mixed media journal if I want to. So there were a few other stores that had jewelry findings like beads and twine, other types of piping and ribbon. That was a whole separate store. That one was about, let me see, the bead store was probably about a 10 by 15. And then there was also a yarn store that was about the same size. So it was nice. They're all in the same shopping center, so that makes it really convenient. So that's it for now, and I'll show you how I've been using some of these products. I've started testing some of them out in my mixed media journal, and I'll show you how I'm using them here. Thanks for watching.